As many of you guys know, I do not wear man-made pads. I wear either sponges or cloth pads. Since my diet changed, I don't really have a heavy. I've never tried this cup. I have like 3 Diva cups, but I never tried this one. I think I'm gonna try this one this time. I heard good things about it. I'm not buying these today, but this is crack to me. Like, these are my chips that I eat. These though, I like these ones. Crack. So anytime you guys know I go to Whole Foods, I save money. That has some really good coupons in here. This is good for January and February. Remember, you can purchase purchase like 2 or 3 items and use coupons for each one. They'll let you use. I've used up to 4 coupons before. Like, for instance, I think I'm gonna come back and get the Skinny Gut protein shake, and it's $5 off. But then they have an additional 25% off all their supplements. So I will be buying it for like $14. I probably end up buying like 2 of them and use 2 of these different coupons because I racked up on the books. So anyways, I purchased these. I'm going to be testing out some waters. I'm going to be doing some experiments. And I'm also going to be, of course, checking my own pH as I embark on a new thing here. Was eating my little banana. I noticed somebody was watching like my every bite. Then it became really weird. I didn't know whether to pause or just go.
So I'm getting a lot of questions about this menstrual cup and different alternatives. Personally, the reason why I did it is because the pads and stuff were breaking me out. I would basically web up. Like, it would become so painful. And I had already stopped doing tampons. So I tried the organic tampons and pads, but honestly, that stuff was stinking. And I didn't know. I was like, what the heck? However, now that I have more knowledge on the situation and the body pH and how it reacts to certain things and your menstrual cycle and the food you eat, I believe my pH was way off and I was so acidic that it was causing that smell, okay, while I was on my cycle. But I didn't know that at the time. So, anyways, I started with the Diva Cup. And then I met some people in a community that use Luna pads and and that's just how I kind of got into it, trial and error. I researched. I watched a lot of people using it on YouTube. This is around the time that I quit using toothpaste. I quit buying soaps. I quit buying lotions. I quit buying all this stuff, getting away from the paraffin, the chemicals. I told you guys I was like going crazy on this stuff. Anyways, that's how I personally got into it because I was having an allergic. As far as the menstrual cup, you can wear those for like 12 hours. But see, I will say, ladies, diet is key. And if we cleanse our body, and I know in this society right now, detoxes, cleanses are like booming in business. Okay, I get that. That's, however, most people can eat like this for good and they know how good they feel, but then they go back and revert to old ways just to detox again. You know, I'm gonna tell you, I jumped into this whole holistic thing head first. I went raw vegan. Okay, just so most people can understand. Raw food, fruits, veggies, seeds, nuts. Okay, I had cleansed my body to the point of I know how good my body's supposed to feel. Like I know how good. Like I know I'm supposed to walk around with a. This is why it's good to do research because I didn't research that. I'm like it's no gray area with me. I'm either white or black. I'm that. Anyways, I cleansed my body to the point where my body started rejecting simple things that I was normally doing, like those pads. I don't think a lot of people understand that our vaginas And men, your sperm has a pH, okay? Now, when you go to this deep cleansing phase, like your body will let you know immediately what it can and cannot take. For instance, acidic sperm. That's when I realized I couldn't do gluten. I had gluten. I couldn't do soy. My vagina pH can go off with some acidic sperm. Ladies, when you're cleansing your body and your husband or significant other ejaculates inside of you, and they are toxic. They are mostly acidic. And you guys, because I get a lot of questions about this vagina thing, and you are alkalizing, their sperm alone will throw off your vagina's pH. You might get a yeast infection. You might burn. I'm saying all this to say, don't do what I did. I jumped all the way into this hole. Well, I was also trying to heal myself, reverse diabetes, liver disease, which it did. But now I'm realizing, I'm at a point in my journey. People think I just love how I eat. No, I have put my body in position of such a cleansing state, going raw vegan, cold turkey for 6 months with herbs, alkaline water, that my body is rejecting anything else. And I'm here, I just see people doing this stuff and they're just doing it because everybody else is doing it. Please do your research. I'm not saying if I had another chance, I would do it the same because I would want to be healed. However, I probably would have had a different mindset of taking on this because I was under the impression like, okay, I'm going to do this. When this is over, I'm going to eat like this again. And my body's like, you are a lie. You're cleansed from that. You release that shit. You can't go back to eating that way. It's not even about weight loss or anything like that. This is about mind, body, and spirit. Y'all know I don't even get on here talking to you guys a lot about I don't even get on here talking to you guys all the time about weight loss because I think once you train your mind, once you get more knowledge, that shit will become easy, hella easy. Truth is, losing weight is easy. It's the releasing of the mental comfortness that we're in and all the emotional baggage that we carry on from, if you believe in another world or karma, debt, or whatever you believe in. That emotional baggage, I believe, is here to help us because it helps us learn and grow for our purpose while we're here. But most people fight it, so it becomes a struggle. I'm going to say this about my cleansing and my body. Eating certain cooked grains will F my body up. It's to the point where it rejects it. So if you're thinking about a cleanse and you're thinking about this, why don't you also think about how you can incorporate some of those tools into your daily life? Although I do not eat meat, I don't get on here telling you should drop meat because everybody's body is different and everybody has a different purpose and I understand it's a cool thing to call yourself vegan now or plant-based now, but honey, it is such thing as unhealthy people that do not eat meat, okay? It's a lot of malnutrition going on. So just do your research. Keep in mind, just because I can thrive on 95% raw foods, the next person might not can do that. Everybody is so different. And that's what makes us so unique. Now, how did I get here from this whole Diva Cup? I'm really not sure, but I'm sure I said something to help somebody out there. I think the 10-day, oh yeah, somebody said, what do you think about the 10-day green smoothie cleanse? I think that's great. However, please believe, when you cleanse your body, people are out here cleansing and haven't even done research. Before you cleanse your body, it's good to prep your body for the cleanse. You cleanse your body and then you slowly send your body back into what your new lifestyle is going to be. I'm getting messages from people that's finished their smoothie cleanse or juice cleanse and then they ate fried chicken the next day. Come on. Don't keep abusing your body. If you're going to cleanse and create a new lifestyle. I mean, that's just my suggestion. And understand, you made it to day 10 of the cleanse. That means half of the rest of the 5 days you need to be slowly introducing your body back into certain foods. Not just and ham, and I'm speaking this from experience that I had to learn the hard way. And I'm also just speaking from love, guys. Let's just do some research.
So tell me why I'm back here buying this again. The universe is definitely telling me to sit down, take my time, just slow down. I accidentally threw these away in the dumpster when I got home and when I was cleaning out my car. So anyways, here we go. And I also came back to get one of these in vanilla and one of these in chocolate. And this is what I was talking about. They have a 3-day sale, and one of these protein things are almost like $30 usually. So I get 25% off. Personally, do not drink protein shakes every day. I don't like my full source of nutrition coming from shakes. I prefer it from seeds, nuts, fruits, and from things like that. But it is a good option to have every now and then. But yeah, I don't use it for every day. I'm telling y'all right now, because it's already in the works. My picture and my soap is going to be in Whole Foods this year. See, this is vegan. It's not a health food just because it's vegan. This is junk food. But yeah, no thank you. So yeah, as you can see, they were regular $27.99, and the 25% was $7 off, and then I used my coupon, which I got 2 for the. So yeah, if I was paying attention, I would have got this one. As you guys know, I keep these in my car. These are the ones I drink too. I get them from Vitamin Shop or Whole Foods. But if any of you guys shop at Walmart, this is the brand of the almond milk that they have. And each serving of almond milk, if I'm not mistaken, has like 16. Yeah, so it has 20 grams of protein or so in the milk per serving. So anyways, that's just, and I get those from Walmart. They're cheaper there. I used to love Mystical. Mystical will have you want to go tear up some stuff. These inversion tables are the bomb.com. Look them up. Inversion table. Especially if you have hip and back issues and all that. Well, this sums up my shopping experience at Costco. Have spinach, romaine lettuce, strawberries, pineapple, mango, bananas, and blueberry. I pretty much get the same thing at Costco for myself because, I mean, sometimes I get some of these little Amy's package. The prepackaged food and stuff has a lot of sodium, so I try to stay away from sodium. A lot of sodium. So is this a sign? I see it again. It's $29.99. Nope, I already have what I need. But this is it. The coupon. Now this is why I need to get a dehydrator so I can dry my own fruits. Well, it's not that bad, but still. A lot of people buy a lot of different dry fruits without looking at the ingredients, just thinking it's automatically healthy. But look at the second ingredient. Well, you can't really see it, but it's sugar. See, just plain mango would be good, but then they go and add sugar. Versus this one, it doesn't have the sugar on the ingredients. See what I'm saying? So anyways, all the items I had showed you guys came up to $39. You can't really see. $39.33, and this will last me for 2 weeks. So great way to be sure that you're going to get your money's worth and you're not going to waste things is to make smoothie packs out of them. That is something that I am going to start back doing. I personally know I can squeeze out over 20 smoothies out of all of that, like over 20. I know for sure. And of course, I have my dill, I have my cilantro, I have my parsley, I have my mint, I have ginger, I have limes. I have all this other different stuff at home. I don't just drink smoothies all day either. But I do like to do smoothies because I really don't like vegetables unless I'm really in the mood for a good salad. But like for the last 2 weeks, I was eating nothing but salad. But I'm over that. One thing that helps keep me on track, which is a non-scale victory in the wintertime to stay on track, is because if I go back to eating processed in large amounts, I'm probably going to get sick. So my goal is to not get sick. Like, I've been around flu people, strep throat people. I'll be like, for me, I know when my body is trying to kick off something. I start feeling some draining behind my ears. And if I keep eating starch and crap, One thing I can say 2015 taught me is listen, besides, yeah, listen to your body. That's an overgeneralized statement, right? But I learned how to get in tune on a higher plane, on a higher dimension with my body. And by me doing that, the more you know, the more you're, yes, the more you know, the more you're held accountable. And that is so true with your body too. When you know your body reacts to something, if you try to go against the grain, you're going to pay. And that's just what it is. So I'm going to quit rambling now. I guess I haven't been talking in a few days. You know, I've been on that self-reflection, taking notes and observing while I was going through the storm. Well, the storm is over, and baby, I didn't get a drop on me. All praises to the Most High, of course. When you get divine instructions, you must walk divinely and walk accordingly. I know how people always talk about a plug. Well, shoot, God is my plug. I don't think I need a bigger plug than that, because showing out. And when you get put on, remember all the things you prayed for, all the things you cried about, and stay humble. Because I done been put on before, but let me tell you, I got a little cocky with it a few years ago, and I got tore right back. Now, when I say cocky, yes, you need to have self-confidence in your craft and in who you are, but not to the point where you're downgrading other people. I'm a living testimony on how those tables turn. And it's fucked up when you be doing fucked up, foul, manipulative shit. And them tables turn back on you. Baby, them tables always turn. It could be on your deathbed, the tables turn. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, I'm just grateful. Thank you for growth and understanding and wisdom. And like I said, all praises to the Most High, always. Okay, I promise I didn't make this shit up. But if you feel your pH is off on your vagina, go get an organic cucumber, peel it, and you know what to do with it. Put it in your vagina. Don't go crazy with it. You can just let it sit there. Anyways, look it up. I think you can Google it and find some people talking about it on YouTube. You can research it, but just look it up. Your yoni will thank you. Thank you. It will. I promise. Your yoni will thank you. Before you ask, have I did it? Yes, I have, or I wouldn't be telling you to go research it and do it yourself. Yes, it really works. Don't be acting like it's no dildo, though. Okay, you can move it around slowly, in and out, but don't be doing all this, because I'm not responsible for that. I'm not responsible for none of this shit. Okay, so a lot of you guys have asked me, how is the 8360? I do not know. You guys know you don't have to wear a strap because it keeps your heart rate. The wrist. However, you guys know I'm going to keep it real with you guys. So, what I should have did it today, but I will do it tomorrow when I work out. I will wear this one and I will wear my other one. And then I will track and see the heart rate and